This is just a showing of me trying to find the right location and the right lighting, and I just was not in on the flow. I kept trying to like make a little video, but it just was not feeling like it was coming through naturally. So that's what this is. Look at how bright and beautiful this color is. Of course, it's not showing up on camera that well, but it's so vibrant. I love it. Dee 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 doo 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 doo. Whoa, a bee. It feels like just yesterday I was here and there was none of this. Maybe I'll show what it looks like here, you know, in November or something. Like this right here is so big. And as I've said before, I feel like it just grows overnight. I mean, granted, it is towards the end of July at this point. But yeah, I remember walking here and it's just like empty, like there was none of this, you know? Anyway, it's time to kick off my shoes and walk barefoot, which is pretty much my favorite thing to do. Colors, colors. A life. I mean, liveliness. There's life all around. Woo! Da dee 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 doo. Da 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 dee 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 doo. It's a gorgeous day. Alright, well, I just realized that my phone is only at like 20%, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to film, but I was hoping to make a little video as an overview of my trip. Ooh, flowers! Yeah, I'm back in Minnesota, but really making a point to enjoy wherever I am, because this is the present moment. That's right. Also, I'm really hungry and I need to go grocery shopping, and maybe I'll find a spot to prop up my phone and do a little overview video. More flowers. And for now, I'll just walk barefoot, enjoy the sceneries. I will do an update. I just fed my sister's cats. It's super nice out. I'm thinking that this will be like a short walk, honestly, because I still have a bunch of other stuff to do, and also it's already getting pretty hot out. It's not yet noon, it's still like 11 o'clock, I think. But I have a feeling that I'm going to get too hot in this outfit. Also, I dyed my hair pink yesterday. I did film some of it, so that might be a separate video. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with it. And actually I want to put more pink in it so that it kind of goes all the way up. I didn't really do it like all the way. So I want to put more in actually. Keep walking a bit longer and then I will say hi in a little bit. Could it be any more gorgeous here? I'm just pausing here just to be like, holy moly, the colors, the soft grass, it's perfect. Dee 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 dee. Da do 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 do. Check it out. Of course, you have to be here to really experience it, of course, but look at these views. So many flowers, so much life. Wow, butterflies all over the place. I love it. I love it. Wow. Da 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 do do dee 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 do da do do. All right, I think this is where I will perch. I will perch myself, if that's the right terminology. Everybody now, welcome, welcome, welcome to this video. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this video. Got back from, I just returned yesterday, and now it's a brand new day. I'm sitting where I usually sit, out in a prairie in the sun, barefoot and frolicking. And that's the wild thing. Like, here I am, okay? I'm physically here. And I was just here 2 weeks ago. And that is the kaleidoscope of life. That's what I feel every single time that I travel, even if it's just like a short little travel, even up to the cabin or whatever. The kaleidoscope, it's like, I don't know if that's really the term for it, but that's what I call it anyways. It's like this continuous shifting, and then I'm like, here I am, like again, I'm in Minnesota, I'm in these spots that I am familiar with, and it's like, did that other stuff even happen? Like, now I'm back here, like physically. It's just so weird. And then like in my mind, 2 weeks ago in my mind, I was visualizing what it would be like to be in Ireland at that waterfall that I was at a few years ago. And then I was just at that waterfall a few days ago, like 3 days ago at this point, I think. And I was sitting at that waterfall and remembering that I was just visualizing this a couple weeks ago whilst I was here. Okay, that might be a bit confusing, but I'm sure you kind of get the gist. Also, per usual, it's very hot out. And I'm a little bit concerned that my phone is going to shut off, and it keeps getting darker because it's probably overheating, I'm guessing. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see. Maybe I'll just turn this off for 1 second. Okay, so it's at 13%. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. But yeah, anyways, I'm just seeing like where the good lighting is. 1 second. Okay, maybe the good lighting is just everywhere. I've never really understood how lighting works. Like, pretty much this is what I do. Like when I'm trying to figure it out, I just go like this and see which area I look the best. But maybe since the sun is right above, maybe it's just the same anywhere. Any light enthusiast out there that understand how this works, let me know. But anywho's, so yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna reflect a little bit, and I'll probably do like a more official one maybe at some point. But pretty much I just want to ask myself a few questions, and maybe other people will find it interesting. I don't know. But okay, so I guess one of the questions that I have for myself is, what was my favorite part of the trip? Okay, here, let me just put this down. I kind of want to just focus 1 second. Okay, whatever. So there could be people walking from that path right there, but whatever. Anyways, I'd say that my favorite part of the trip was just the whole trip as one commemorative, like the symbolism of just going on this trip to me was my favorite part. Like, I actually did it, you know? Like, it's one thing to just constantly be talking about something like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I don't like to be that type of person. Like, I like to actually do the things. Like, I really don't like feeling like I'm just talking about something all the time, which is sometimes part of the process. But so yeah, I'd say like just me actually doing it and having this solo trip was my favorite part. But other than that, I'd say that one day in Germany where I actually went to like this old architecture, and like there's so much to explain, but pretty much that place, it's called like Meisen something, I don't know. But it's like, rather than 2 S's, they use like this interesting like B letter in German. I didn't realize that the German language, or the letters that they use in German, were so like intricate and different than what I would have thought. I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, that certain town was like one of the main highlights because I met so many really nice people that day, and I was just like getting compliments everywhere, and people were helping me, and I just felt like a little fairy just floating around. And that day, oh yeah, it was actually the same day. That day was just a very special day because that day was the day that I was like finally accepted that the trip wasn't really what I had hoped. Just because I was mostly like in all these big cities and I didn't like it, and just it wasn't the vibe that I was looking for. It was just like either really touristy or just like big city that doesn't inspire me type of vibe. And yeah, I was just like, that had been going on for like a week or something, and then it was raining out this one day. I was sitting at this coffee shop that was like, it almost seemed like it was like a homeless shelter. I don't really know, but I was like, I don't know. I never knew what I was doing. I always kind of just felt like I was just stumbling around like, hi. But yeah, so I got some bread and a cappuccino or something, and it was so bad. The lady that worked there was so sweet. She was like this elderly lady, and yeah, a lot more to say upon all that, like, but anyways, I was just sitting there out in the rain, like, because I don't really care if it's like kind of raining, so I sat outside even though it's kind of like dribbling on me, you know. And I just had this shift that happened because I was like sitting there not enjoying my coffee, whereas I had assumed, you know, that I would be loving the coffees in Europe, because usually coffees in other countries are just exceptionally better from my remembrance anyways. But anyway, so I was sitting there, I was like, man, the latte or whatever I got, cappuccino, was not good at all. Like, I was like, ugh. And then this bread that I got was stale and it tasted like really bad. And I was just sitting there in this dreary area, and I was just like, although I will say it smelled, well, anyways, it smelled really good. Like, anyways, there's too much to explain, but let me just get on with it. But yeah, I was sitting there, and then it's just like this shift happened, because I kept trying to think, I was like, okay, what's my purpose for this trip? Like, my purpose was to bask in the beauty and marinate in the magic, but there was none of that around, you know? And so then I remembered the other main point, which was to say thank you no matter what. And that shifted me. And it's kind of like what Eckhart Tolle says. He says that it's actually a good thing to be disappointed, because it's like, I don't know, but and it's like that whole, there's so much to learn from every single thing, you know. So anyways, in that moment, it's like this shift happened where I was like, I decided to say thank you. I was like, thank you for this coffee, thank you for this bread, thank you for this rainy day, thank you for all of these experiences that were not at all up to my hopes, up to my expectations and stuff. And yeah, it's like when you alchemate to the present moment and just accept it, you know, I accepted that I wasn't really enjoying the trip, I accepted that, you know, this and that. And then it's like, it alchemated right before me. I was like, wow, wow, it like changed. And then I was just smiling. Okay, it's like something changed in me, and I was just sitting there smiling. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go wander. Anyways, I wandered, I started to have a really magical day. I noticed beautiful things all around me. I was just like exploring, I was meeting new people. And then that's when I decided to take the train and just like impromptu in the middle of the day, just jump on this train and go to this other town. And that was where, bam, the magic really opened. And as I said, that was like the most magical day. So yeah, that was all like one of my favorite parts. And then also my last day, which was when I went to Wicklow Mountains, Glendalough and whatever. That was so magical too, like just being there, and then also the people I met and the places I went to, and just like the experience as one whole day was also just so, I was like, I need to stay here. The bus driver was so helpful. I had like the stuff that manifested that day was just like wild. Okay, again, I don't feel like I have time to really go into it at this precise moment. Actually, let me check my battery. Okay, my battery's at 5%, which probably means right now it's at 2% because it like just randomly will just go extreme lower. But so yeah, I think I'll just end this here for now, and I will say more later. But yeah.